Thank you for not getting the ball.
I could use an elf by side of the field.
Like, what is that?
What is that shit?
So, the so-called Azure Latch killer just released its first open test, and I'm just disappointed. I thought this game was going to be Azure Latch on roids, bro. Better animations, better styles, a heavier focus on gameplay. And what I got was a slightly better Blue Lock Rivals clone. I mean, I knew the second I joined and saw the most overstimulating lobby that turned my brain into mush even faster than the average Instagram For You page. Oh my god, this lobby looks so bad.
It's so bright. Like, it's so bright. Yo, I'm a goal.
That it was over. Not to mention, my friends did not enjoy seeing 6 to 8 game passes on playtest day before we could even join. I mean, imagine how many people bought those game passes. I know you pulled the rug from under them because the game is closed. I remember the stuff people were doing for Wave 1 and 2 tester for Goalbound, bro. Like, constantly chatting, being in staff positions, trying to win game nights, and like, all for this? Seriously? The game is just eh. Firstly, the ball physics are just ew. They're not simple like Blue Lock Rivals, and they're not fluid and realistic like Azure Latch. It's like playing soccer on an alien planet. Next is the AI GK and how scoring works. Firstly, shots just feel so varied. Like, each shot has its own ball physics and gravity. And adding onto this already bad shooting system, the AI GK will like teleport across the goal to save an absolute bullet going to the lower half of the net, but will proceed to not save the weakest shot ever that's just like slightly above his head. I mean, the Azure Latch GK is bad, but at least it makes sense. So the whole scoring system just seems off. And as you saw in the first clip, why can Gagamaru throw the ball into the goal? And like, this is an extremely long-range throw too, huh? You're telling me you guys have 300 game testers, and none of them, not one, thought that Gagamaru picking up the ball and throwing it into the goal from half field was unfair, unbalanced, or a bug. Okay. The gacha system attempts to be Blue Lock Rivals, and it does accomplish that. But somehow, they made spins and lucky spins even more scummy than Blue Lock Rivals, because as far as I know, there is no button to buy normal spins with base cash. Okay, so let's say I ran out of spins and can't buy them. Okay, well, let's see. I can use codes, or I can go to the AFK world and give them money through premium payout, or I can pay them the money myself through buying spins, or I can get daily rewards, which gives them more visits. Great. I can literally only use money for useless cosmetics, and almost half my methods of even using the game's features require giving them money. Next, I'd like to talk about the lobby and field design, and Jesus Christ, guys, like, this is insane! The lobby is just Blue Lock Rivals' lobby on steroids, complete with insane flashing colors, obnoxiously large VFX, and like 30 different things with impact text to read. And I mean, there's a lot of effort put into it, I'll give you that. Like, I like the Asagi and Chigiri graffiti, that's cool, but like, it actually hurts my eyes to look at this lobby, man. Like, y'all could have at least turned down the saturation a little bit. And the field does not do any better. Why would you think putting 10 beaming orange LEDs, complete with flashing like glints everywhere, wouldn't distract people from the gameplay? My retinas are burning no matter where I play this game. Next is the animations. I'm not gonna say Azure Latch or Goalbound's animations are better. Personally, I like Azure Latch's more, but I know it's kind of subjective, and I do like some Goalbound animations, so they're about equal, I guess. And as for the chemical reactions they so greatly praised, it's there, I think. It's definitely not as easy as the original sneaks from a few months ago showed, but it's alright. And for killing selfish egoist play, they definitely did that. As a byproduct of how weird the movement and ball system is, doing everything for yourself, especially with a style with not a lot of movement, is near impossible. Like, I tapped left click like any other Roblox Blue Lock game, expecting for the ball to at least come back in my possession, and then it ends up behind me? Like, I'm not Shigiri. I don't want to kick the ball half field and then go chase it. And yes, I'm aware this is the dashing system, but it just feels so odd. And I understand that this helps support the team play aspect of the game, but tackling people and stealing the ball feels too easy, and just encourages me to play selfish and not wait for my team to steal the ball anyway. Maybe that's because I come from Azure Latch, where good players hold onto the ball for 30 minutes and then pop flow for an insta-goal? I don't know. But it only encourages team play for the actually competent people on the server, which are usually just your friends. But still, I was even playing with my friends in this clip, and look where we all are. And adding on to this, the movement system is just overall kinda weird. For super running, there's no indicator when you can super run or not, and the situations where you can and can't use it are not very easy to distinguish if you're a beginner. And for sprint dashing, it's also really weird. Like, you dash to start sprinting? So is it better to stop sprinting and dash, or just keep sprinting? Next, so let me get this straight. We have a super run bar, a stamina bar, a flow bar, and an awakening bar. That's a little insane to keep track of in my opinion. Obviously, Azure Latch has its downsides with not having a stamina bar or a flow type, but at least I don't have to keep track of 13 different indicators at the same time. Moving on, the headers aren't bad, but it feels way too precise to start them. You have to like aim it perfectly up and get the perfect bar of shot power on it to even start them. In Azure Latch, it's just tap left click and jump up to start it. Although the headers aren't good, I do really like the M1 shots, they feel very clean. And the feinting system is also pretty unique too. Not much use M1ing though when you can throw the ball half field at the net. Now, little commenter, before you comment, I'm aware they just shut down the game because it was genuinely that bad and are fixing stuff. However, this video's point still stays the same, and think of the complaints that can be fixed by changing some numbers around as developer advice. Besides, even if they fixed half the things I list in this video, I'd still prefer Azure Latch just because it flows better and there aren't 600 scummy microtransactions shoved into the game. But back to what I was saying. Lastly, one of the most important aspects of a Roblox Blue Lock game is to have a specific niche it serves within its genre. To recap from this video, which you should watch by the way, Locked is like a super competitive Blue Lock game, BLR is the sloppy, gacha-filled casual game, and Azure Latch is somewhere in between. In this case, I think it primarily tries to be a true middle ground of the oversaturated, hyper-stimulating Blue Lock experience that BLR is, while providing possibilities for team play for the upper echelon of players. And I think it does that pretty well. However, fulfilling a niche does not excuse the bad microtransactions, and the game just not being fun to play. Overall, Goalbound is just a slightly better Blue Lock Rivals with significantly better animations. It is not the Azure Latch killer, and it's definitely not my favorite game in the genre. That title still goes to Vision, because they have a move where you can beat the living crap out of the person with the ball. But anyway, pack it up guys, go home. Our golden boy of the Blue Lock genre was actually just piss-covered plastic. And if you think I'm some D1 Azure Latch glazer, I'd like to add that I was just as hyped for this game as you guys were. It's just disappointing to see it lived up to almost none of that hype. If you want more of me rambling like this, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss anything. And also, tell me in the comments what you think about Goalbound. Do you think the next test phase will be the true Azure Latch killer? But with that, have a great day, and I'll see you next time.
I like.
Bro, how?
Wait, if you double
Bro.
tap W, you can.
Okay, bro, that is so
Yeah.
buns.
No,
That is
it's
genuinely so
whenever you
buns.
begin running.
No, Santa, Mister, Santa, Mister.
Hmm.
What the f?
What the f?
Ah!
No! Yo, reptiles not allowed, bro! Can you just shoot
Oh
it?
my god, I'm
Yo, Mister.
Scorpion kick.
Yeah, we didn't even get to see Nagi's ult, bro.
My bad.
I actually want to see it.
No, y'all
Just
are not
pop it
seeing
wherever.
that.
I'll see it
Yeah.
wherever. I'll see it. I'll use it wherever.
Bro, peep this dollar store emote, bro. What is this, bro?
you can just tomahawk people.
What's this? L dance.
I'm
Wait,
leaving,
I
bro.
have
I'm
access
done.
to a bunch